Round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ibola ngaliposa lo mlimi. Inkingi leyo nje. Yabo, kulula kanjalo. Kulula manje kubona. Kulula usabuka. Hayi uqala ndoda. Sibongo sakho angathi ugodo lude kodwa nawe. Sibongo ugodweni ubona amehlo sambe ndoda. Ukukhulu kushesha. Ayakaza baba 1 2 3 3.5 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Not one. Close. Angewa. Masure ndoka za sana. 1 above 2 bwana mesho 8, 9, 10, not one, not one, not one, not one, not one. Wow, yeah, fine, shall we say? One of it, what's up? One of it, 1, 2, one of it, 3, 3.5, 4, 1.5, 5, 6, 8, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, not one. Shoot one. Aye, stop. Aye. Congratulations, Baba. Congratulations, the hamper. Well played. Get it, slow. Well played. Amazing, easy. Amazing, cool and cool. Hey, man, so I'm not feeling it. I should not follow up me. Well, Sabuba manje. DJ Siano on the ones and twos. As we get ready for another motivation, I'm going to freestyle dancers. The countdown 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm a judge of freestyle dancers.
what a semi-final won. That was 15 goals in that particular semi-final. It brought the tournament goals to 90 goals in 13 matches. Over to you, Saudi Arabia and Mozambique. Can they match up in that semi-final that we saw that just transpired? Man, Malawi were 4-1 ahead, and then somehow in the third quarter, third period, lost out 9-6 in the end. What a superb comeback and turnaround from the Moroccans, the likes of Krashli and Abagli. Absolutely showing their pedigree, why they are so highly rated. Now, Saudi Arabia still their top spot in Group A with a 3-1 victory over host South Africa, as we touch base with their road to the semi-final. That was in the final pool match. They ended with 6 points, the same number as Malawi, but were ahead by virtue of winning their clash 5-1 on Monday. Ramzi Dakman scored twice for the Saudis to take his tally to the competition to 6 and place him as the top scorer in the division. Mubarak Al-Sarawi got his second of the tournament too. Mozambique, in their semi-final spot with an epic 8-4 win over fellow Lusafon aside Angola. Antonio Namampe Figo, as is better known, and Paulo Novera both scored a brace as they netted further goals for Rashid Simete and Julio Manjate. Angelo Thomas and Ramosete Kumbe as well got on the score sheet. Now, in terms of the Mozambicans, have plenty of experience in this one. They were winners in 2021 and now seek to regain their title after they relinquished it to Senegal in 2022, storming to title 3 years ago. Brought them real sort of credit to their game out in Mozambique in terms of furthering the Mozambican agenda on sand. Saudi Arabia and Mozambique now finishes off in style. 9-6. Can they match that? I don't think so, but there will be goals in this one. And Saudi Arabia have been one of the tournament surprise packages and have scored bucket loads of goals on their road to the semi-final. In fact, the Saudis have pillaged 9 goals in front of goals and have conceded 5, while Mozambique 15 that they've got and conceded 13. So they score a lot, but also do concede quite a bit, something that coach Gustavo Silva, the Brazilian head coach of Saudi Arabia, would have noticed in his analytical breakdown of this Mozambican side. It is the tournament newbies that are changing the narrative of what football is out in the Middle East. Red flair, a little bit of drama as well. Khalid Mudaya is one character you need to look out for. You as the number 10 jersey for Saudi Arabia, or for Mozambique, Rashid Sefo Semete, he wears the number 10 as well for Mozambique. The 35-year-old eldest player in the Mozambican setup will be looked upon to lead his side to another semi-final berth. But first, national anthems of the respective countries. 2021 former champions Mozambique that are taking on the former Arab Beach Soccer Cup winners back in 2010 in Saudi Arabia. That's their first foray into the Koosafa region, pitting their collective might, the Middle Eastern might, against Southern African power as well. As we touch base with the officials to take or headline the semi-final two, it is the Tanzanian Stephen Jackson to be assisted by two natives of the Seychelles, Lucas Nadim and Dean van der Toorn. Our reserve assist referee is Tsaralaza Maoladi. Now in terms of Coach Gustavo Silva, any surprises? Nope. Ali Al-Safar starts in between the sticks as is done. Salim Al-Rashadi plays in the forward position. Khalid Mutaya, the 28-year-old, also gets a start. Islam Sarraj and Mubarak Adrasai are the starting of 5 on the bench, as well as Ahmed Al-Habib, the 24-year-old. And watch out for the youngest player at the competition, Naif Yakab. He's a forward by trade and plays for Al-Tahami. He is on the bench from the start, though. Well, for the Mozambicans, you got a man who celebrates a birthday tomorrow in Conservas Pila. Wouldn't he love to give himself an early birthday present with a final berth for the nation of Mozambique? He starts in between the sticks alongside Angelo Artur Thomas, a defender for Toroso. You've got 4 players from Toroso in the starting 5, and Antonio Jose Pedro Namampe, the side's top goal scorer. Rachid Sefo Semito, the captain. Ramosete Alexandra Kombe on the bench. Yuran Yose Malate, who usually comes off for the bench to good effect. Gerson Vicente Chivali, while the second keeper is Horatio Tivani of Brera Mane. Separate the men from the boys. 9-6, the result of semi-final 1. Can they match the action and the goal-scoring feats of Morocco and Malawi? Morocco and the team that they've just seen off in terms of particular one that they've seen, Morocco and Malawi. Wow, what a performance that is. And it tells you, like I like saying, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Moroccans started badly, conceded and were 4-1 down, and then ultimately went on to win 9-6. So these two sides would have watched that, and both would have one eye on the final, but they need to get done with the semi-final. It is Mozambique to get us underway. From right to left in yellow, the Saudis in green with a touch of white from left to right. 2 players positioned on either side of the post there. Very difficult to get that anywhere close, really. The nice setup here from the Saudis. 2 players in the periphery of man who's to get us underway, and then Mudaya just behind him in case the second ball is alive. And then you still need to contend with the 2 posted on either side of the upright. Very clever how they've done that. That's Sairete Movai, the head coach of Mozambique.
4, 3, 2, 1.
To get us underway, it's Artur Thomas, touched on by Semite. Thomas goes wide. He limited their options as to what they could do from the restart there. Very cleverly. See, Saudi Arabia, see, they ended up with possession. It should be dealt with by Mubarak Al-Dasari. First touch for Simito. It's not a very good one. The keeper comes out. Al-Asafar. Clean-up work done by the captain, Mubarak Al-Dasari. Now first touch for Ramasete Kumbe. He plays out in the Mozambique for Nsorozo. Yes, he meted the first chance of semi-final 2. Fell to the right man with the wrong finish, though. Cheat Sefo Semite, 35 years of age, the eldest player in this Mozambican squad. That's why they would have wanted the chance to go to him. Very experienced player. To the floor for Islam Sarraj. Emerging with the ball is Kumbre. Low shot, easily dealt with by Ali Al-Safar. Of course, as I mentioned, the Saudis are former Arab Beach Soccer Cup winners, so they will have an understanding of high pressure games. There have only been 4 editions of the tournament played, the last in 2023 in the particular competition. The last edition they topped the pool with wins over Mauritania 7-5 in that one, and Morocco 4-3, whom are in the final, so they would have good memories of that and would know that they have beaten the Moroccans prior. Team doing quite a bit of preparation, the first touch and turn as well from Islam Sarraj. Mudaya fouled by Simte. Mozambique began their competition against Morocco and took on Tanzania. Last group stage game played Angola. The Southern African battle. I mentioned in 2022 they lost out to Senegal, who were eventual winners of the competition. The year prior to that, they won the whole thing and stormed to the title 3 years ago as they brought their form on the continental stage to the notice of everyone. That's a noticeable shot from the right, the volley from the dangerous Antonio Jose Petro Namampa Jr. He's been a senior performer. Here's Modaya, one of the senior members of the Saudi setup. A little flick on and then the movement. Dangerous from Salman Al-Rashdi. But he was rushed. Picked up by Angelo Artur Thomas. Now with Islam Sarraj. We haven't seen Sarraj start from the off too many occasions throughout the duration of the tournament. So maybe Coach Gustavo Silva leaving him for these crucial moments. Good attempt there. Flashes past the post. And it just came on is Naif Yakal, the 20-year-old. I think whomever sets their stall out and gets the opening goals will be in good stead. And for the remainder of the 2 periods that remain after this. In as well for Mozambique is Julio Armando Manchate. Ventoroso as well, 29 years of age. Battling on the sand. Kumbe, as well as baby-faced Salman Al-Rashdi. In fact, there was Naif Yakal. You can tell he's only 20 years of age. And probably his bedtime is at 9 o'clock. The shot now to be taken from the right foot of Manjate. It is Manjate. Oof. That's gone. Someone needs to find that ball. Mozambique with 15 goals in the tournament. Very high octane attacking outfit. Nice touch by Manjate. Cuts it back. Surely this is the first. Superb block. Didn't know too much about it, but he did enough. Putting his body on the line there was Ahmed Al-Hamami. Oh, look for all money as if Manjate and co want to get us going in the semi-final too. That's a bit of a dive there. That's a strong man. Oh, that much will take you out, sir. If you look at the Saudi Arabians, they scored 9 goals in the competition. Here comes Manjate. All the chances falling to Julio Manjate. Oof, beautiful work there by Al-Hamami. Biggest victory in the tournament was that 7-2 win to Malawi on the 20th of March. during their Group A encounter. At the time, the most goals we'd had in the tournament, good block, was 12. Mozambique 8, Angola 4 in the same day. But that's just now been bettered. How about 15? Morocco and Malawi in semi-final 1. Now with Naif Yakal, a shot from Alhamami. Ramzi Dakman. And you know what? A quick look down at the team sheet for Saudi. It just hit me that Ramzi Dakman is not part of the semi-final today. Perhaps I think he's carrying an injury. Dakman. Yeah, just double checking. No Dakman. Manjate. Oh, so close. That's a big blow for the Saudis. Relying so much on him. Of the 9 goals that they've scored, he scored 6 of them. There's a Ramzi Dakman. So that gives a chance for Antonio Namampe Jr. of Mozambique to really state his case as the Golden Boot winner. He's on 6. He is here. He wears number 7 for Mozambique. 5.5 minutes.
Jersey number 12.
21-year-old Omar Karamish.
Against Goalkeeper.
It's Karamish. Oh, he misses. Pick it up now with Artur Tomas. He gets into a good area. Again, the ball very close to the Saudi Arabian line. A few occasions that have been so close, but not troubling the scorers as yet. A touch by Walid Al-Yobi. From one 8 to another, that's Helio Filipa Mahota. He's 28 years of age. The pass was on from Naif Yakal, but couldn't thread it through. Batal Arawali and his teammates keeping strong here in defense. Can't get the ball to Apollo Jesus Novella. Looking to come back on is Rachide Sefo Simite. To midfield. Good little move, and then the touch opens up the gap and should go out for a corner. It's good work there from the central midfielders of Mozambique. Little clever drop of the shoulder. And the approach is Simite. Yes, Simite! Oh, yes! Mucho obrigado! And as the captain, my captain, Rachide Sefo Simite. Second goal in the tournament for him. What a time to score it. Look at that, too much space by the Saudi Arabians. By the time they realized what was happening, it was too late. A bit of a slip in there as well from Al-Hamami. Banged it into the bottom right. No chance. We have lift-off in the second semi-final. It's 1-0 in favor of Southern Africans. Oh, to come on. In the meantime, Mubarak Rosari. The second will really get them going now. Mozambique, a slip by Karamash. You concedes a corner. Or not. Officials say goes the other way. Now do the likes of Mudaya have up the sleeve, given the fact that Ramzi Dakman is not here. A lot of the goal-scoring exploits will have to fall on the shoulders of those that remain. Walid Al-Yabi, Omar Karamash, and Khalid Mudaya, and Saraj as well. Oh, Simite leaves him on the floor, sits him down. Yes, Saraj. Quick look. Ahmed Al-Mami put under pressure. Under 3 minutes remaining. That will skip everyone and go into the hands of Consalves Bila. Karamesh put under pressure immediately, and then the save out of Ali Al-Safar. Oh, the Mozambicans are all over the Saudis here in this opening period. Yeah, fired up. They want to regain the Koosafa Beach Soccer title. They want to regain their crown. Going to go wide. And if they do get to see the job through, they will have to face a very tough Moroccan side.
As the teacher versus the student, apparently see that Abu Dhabi
Islam Saraj.
is coaching from Gustavo Silva of Brazil.
I'm not quite sure what the issue is here. Of course, Khalid Mudaya is always going to be involved. The quintessential pantomime villain gets a yellow card. His second of the tournament, and probably not his last. If his side do not get dunked out here. Now Salman Al-Rashdi comes on. Off is Islam Saraj. You see, we care for Mudaya. He looks like a 1-2 is on. Superb work there. It's Figo. Obrigado again. Mozambique cutting Saudi Arabia apart here. Beautiful goal, that one. Started by that man, Antonio Namampe Jr., Figo. Look at that. Beats Mudaya easily. Gives the ball and runs into a pocket of space. Has a quick look as well. The setup from Mahota is good enough, and then the finish is better than good enough. It's great. And it's Figo's 6th goal of the tournament. He's now level with Ramzi Dakman at the top of the goal scoring charts. Mudaya heads it back. Oh, here's a counter opportunity here for the team in yellow. Mahota. Hold on to possession. There's a chance to shoot. That's good work. Oh, is that a goal? No, it won't count. That would have been a great goal as well. Good teamwork. Said it Mueva, not quite sure why. There was cancelled out. Oh, Philip Mahota found himself in good position. Apparently there's a handball mixed in there. Minute and a half. Great start to this game. As Saudi Arabia about to get on a goalkeeper. By the way, they got 3 keepers on the bench. Al-Safar, Batal Arwali, as well as Hossam Kaman. Very rare. Well, you had the South Africans who only had 1 keeper throughout the duration of the tournament. Maybe they could have came to the Saudis and asked for one. That's wide from Walid Al-Yobi. Man who plays for Al-Simia. Here come Mozambique, Las Palancas. It won't be picked up. Mudaya. Back to replacement keeper, Hossam Kaman. In fact, should correct myself, Mozambique better known than Mambas, Las Palancas, so fondly known Angolians. Come on. Picked up. Chance for Figo to get his team 40, which he does. He obliges. There's a chance for a 1-2. Oh, just off the upright. Those 1-2s are working. I guess they're dishing them up with the 1-2 and the soda. The side of fries. Nice play there, right? Those involved, Helder, Mahomane, heavily involved. But who else? Figo started the move. Here's a chance, and it's a third! Maota, too harder to handle. Felipe Maota with a goal for Mozambique right at the death, at the end of the first period. Saudi Arabia are in trouble here. They need to find goals in the second and third period as well if they are to remain with a shot at a gold medal. Coach Mofai in the meantime says calmo to his team. That should be the last piece of action in this first period, and right on cue the buzzer goes off. Wow, Figo, Maota and Simite as well, the goal scorers, need to get Mozambique up and running. Great performance from these Mozambican players, really showing the composure early on in the early exchanges. They were on the front foot, with Simite with the first chance. That was a golden chance for the captain, but he was leaning back far too much as Bila to get them going on their way. Look to get them on their way. As keeper Al-Safar was kept busy in that first half, much more so than Convades Bila. Then it was the chance of the dangerous Namampe Jr. On that occasion he was off. Came back for a second shot, but what about that for a tiniest block from the Saudi Arabian defender Ahmed Ahlamami. And Simite dropped the shoulder, beat the first man, beat Ahlamami, and then beat Karamash and goalkeeper Al-Safar. Both bamboozled by the power and swerve of that Simite shot. Then it was superb teamwork. Antonio Namampe as well as Mahota. Look at that. Touch, move, finish. Figo finish. He wants to make it a 6 in the competition. Last man in defense, never had a chance. He's been scoring goals all tournament. Make that look easy. That was from Mozambique's second. That man heavily involved. Felipe Mahota in the build-up. Was to turn from distributor to goal scorer. This one I think was the one that hit the upright. Again, guess who's there? Number 8 for Mozambique. They're not picking him up. And when you don't pick him up, you do this, beats his man, all ends up. Look at the composure and precision. Great goal. In very good position on Mozambique. As we restart the second period very shortly. And we are ready for the second period as an under pressure Saudi Arabia need to come from behind here if they are to still harbor hopes of getting their hands on a gold medal. And their first time of asking, their first ever KooSafa Beach Soccer champs participation. It's Mudaya, picks up the ball. Where is he going? Going on a merry-go-round with defensive work by Amusete Kumbe. Bit of defending to do here for the Mozambicans. And in fact, the Saudis on the back foot with the Mozambicans on attack. He's masterminded this so well. Sairete Aburo Mueval. What's the issue here for young Karamesh? Uma Karamesh plays out there Al Salam. Out in Saudi Arabia.
Get Saudi Arabia pull this one off the fire.
It seems okay to continue as a young Omar Karamesh. If it's Karamesh and on his Al-Duastri, the captain. I mentioned what the effect of not having Ramzi Dakman will have on the side, and we'll find out in the second period and the third because he's the go-to guy. He's the one who picks them up when the chips are down. I mean, here's a chance, and it's a foul! Saudi Arabia being dunked out, manhandled in the semi-final. Figo with a 7 in front of his chest and a 7 at the back and a 7 in the bag. 7 goals for him in the competition. Out and out top scorer now. He is single-handedly almost in terms of goal scoring exploits, how he won that and then finished it. Figo, what was the goalkeeper Ali Al-Safar doing? 4-0. Don't know if any team has come back from 4-0, particularly in the second period in the competition. Nice work there by Artur Tomas Mudaya. Now with Captain Al-Dusari, we need to stick together to Saudi Arabia. When you look at the performance of their player, and it's a fifth. I think it's done for them. I think it is done here for Saudi Arabia. It's magnifique football. And a man from the Portuguese region, Portuguese-speaking region. Mahota with a second. So Figo with 2 goals, Mahota with 2 as well, and Simite with 1. Where's the defending? I do not think the Saudis can come back from this, barring a minor miracle, a major miracle. Ahmed Al-Hamami is on. This is a proverbial mountain that they have to climb now, especially without Darkman. I mean, in the final day of group matches, when they beat South Africa 3-1, Darkman got 2. Al-Sawri got the other, the captain.
It's not raining.
Oh, Simite looks to put the cherry on top. No side, by the way, has been 5-0 up in the second period in the competition. So very impressive performance by the Mozambicans. Morocco will be taking notes. And Saudi Arabia's a 5-1 win. Dakman got a hat-trick in that one. Al-Dasri and Al-Hamami with the add-ons. So the point of the story, whenever Saudi Arabia play and Dakman play, they tend to win, and he tends to get a majority of the goals. That's a push. Is that now tempers just flaring over from Ahmed Al-Mami? Yeah. There's a little word to the official before coming off. Naif Yakab, Gustavo Silva sitting in the dugout for Saudi Arabia must be fuming at his team's performance. Yeah, there was a push. Definite push there by Ahmed Al-Mami. Man at the helm, Stephen Jackson. I don't know if he's a fan of the Jackson 5. Eyeball to eyeball now with the third of the keepers for Saudi Arabia, Batal Arwaili. That's somewhere in Johannesburg. Power shot, but with power you need control as well. Held up Jose Mahumane. Oh, great pass. Here's a chance for 6! It is! They're cleaning house. Simite with a second as well. It's a day for the braces. Simite with a brace. Mahonte with a brace. Figo with a brace. I think, yeah. Thank you, ma'am, for Saudi Arabia. No ways they come back from this. Paulo Novella with the final pass and then the final nail in the coffin. If it wasn't there already, the captain of Mozambique, Simite, where do they even muster the courage, the inspiration? Gustavo Silva, look at him at the bottom of the screen. Shake of the head, he knows his side. Beaten, well and truly beaten. Can they get 6 goals in what, 8 minutes? And then in the last 12? They have to rely on youngsters. 20-year-old Naif Yakal, who probably wouldn't have been in these sorts of positions before. Referee Jackson. There's a team of refs just picking up and stopping play and putting a stop to the clock as well. It's Karamash and Yakau. We start for the Saudis. It's Mudaya. It seems as if they've not arrived in the arena, have Saudi Arabia. Mudaya, good defending. Did well to get back Muhammani. That's Karamash on the defense for Saudi Arabia. They've thrown too many numbers. Yeah, he knows. I think his side have just been swept away. Swept away by a well-polished, highly experienced and well-oiled machine from Mozambique. Mind you, Mozambique didn't win their group. They were on 6 points. Morocco just ahead of them. But it was because of a better goal difference. 3 subs about to come on. Manjate. Kumbe. 2 of those 3. And Simite goes off. In fact, Simite is still on. At least 1 to get them going in this game.
Second period, Mozambique 6.
Here's a chance, lands nicely, but never busy. Manjate just leaves the ball behind, then makes a quick run up top to receive it again. Oh, here we go. Showing his athletic ability, Manjate. Ah, great work. They just wanted more. They are far more hungry. Far more hungrier than the Saudi Arabians. Fire's burning in that belly of Mozambique. 6.5 minutes. Now what Aruwaili. Good chest work from young Naif Yakal. Yakal goes high to go low. There was a handball involved there. I think there was awarded in favor of Saudi Arabia. Yeah, it's a pen. Did hit the hand of Garson Vincente Chivale. Look how high he went. Chivale there already. Yeah, that's a natural position. His hands, Chivale. And it's a yellow card as well for him. He joins Khalid Mudaya as the players to see yellow. Naif Yakal, what a big moment this is for a young 20-year-old. At least get a goal and get your team going.
Naif Yakal, jersey number 15 of Saudi Arabia, against KooraFlash-SA.
Yakal. It is Yakal. Oh, blasted. Bottom corner, they do get a goal and they do not get a clean sheet. Do Mozambique. Yakal. They needed a 20-year-old to pick them up by the socks and get them in this game somehow. Smallest of window of opportunities. Keeper should have done better. It was a powerful shot, but it was pretty close. It was savable. Now for, and that is Horatio Tivani. Thrown. The man that you see, Mavai, almost a battle of the teacher versus a student. Gustavo Silva had a big hand in grooming, said that Mavai. Their paths have met on a number of occasions, but now it was on either sides of the fence, and it's the student that is coming up tops. An A-class, A-plus performance from Mavai, his former mentor.
Just under 6 minutes
Yakal.
on the second period. Mosambique 6, Saudi Arabia 1.
Yeah, did kick him before he got anywhere near the ball. In fact, he never got anywhere near the ball. Arthur Thomas.
Naif Yakal. Naif Yakal against KooraFlash-SA. Walid Karavisha looking for a rebound.
Yakal clears the area. Takes the longest of run-ups as if airplane shoot. Oh, all of that just to see the ball go wide. He then is hauled off for the remainder of this period. Just under 5.5. Great clearance there by KooraFlash. They need that fight, and it's the youngsters that have come up trumps for them. KooraFlash, 21 years of age. Naif Yakal, 20. Where the likes of Mubarak Al-Sari, the captain, as well as Islam Saraj, called into action. There's Batal Arwali, the man from Al-Jandal. It's KooraFlash. Gustavo Silva must be hurting deep down. Prideful man and real competitor at heart. Gustavo Silva. Sorry. Not close. Two to come on as they shuffle the pack again. And Saudi Arabia in hopes of finding a winning formula. Ahmed Almami and Khalid Mudaya. Here they are. Going to bring a change in fortunes. Mudaya and Almami. There's a chance for them to come on. And take it quickly. That's Manjate. Manjate, shoulder to shoulder with his opposition, Mubarak Al-Dusari. Manjate somehow comes out tops in that, but then gives away the foul. Very strong guy is Manjate. Maybe too strong. For his own good anyway. There's a yellow card for Manjate. He joins Chivali. There's the two carded players for Mozambique. Maybe remonstrating a bit too much there. Always has something to say, is Julio Armando Manjate. So short of Gonzalez Bila. I think tomorrow will be a very good birthday for him. We just need to ensure that they do not concede 5 in the remainder of this period, and we're approaching 12 minutes. Oh! Great strike. What a save as well. That came out of nowhere. That's what they need. They need a bit more quality moments like that, more and some. Great save from Bila. In fact, even could have went off the post there. And that shot. Back again is Akaman. Siraj. Mudaya thinks about the shot. There's an option to his right. Ignores him. Looks for the angle. Mahuta could block and then helped out by his teammate Angela Arthur Thomas. Have been very strong in defense in Mozambique. For a side that's conceded as much as they've had, I think Coach Muvai told them, clean up at the back. They're always sneaky from Siraj. Good touch. Mahuta. Lanky leg of Rashdi. 2.5. Still, Saudi Arabia trail here by 5 goals. It's going to be a 7th here. Good block against Artur Thomas. Oh, this opens up nicely. The pass was on. Does find the player, but was behind him more than to him. From Akumbe. Another yellow card. Figo. It's a yellow. So that's 3 Mozambican players on yellows. Need to be careful. Mind, if a player does see red, you do see your side relinquish to 4 players, but for a period of about 2 minutes before a replacement can come on and you're back to your full complement. Oof. It was a bit of a lunge though by Siraj. So I think it was a bit of self-preservation from Figo. Surely not from here. Yep. It's headed up by Artur Thomas. He's been everywhere as well in defensive areas, in attack. Quite similar to Isak Kamal of Republic of Malawi. Very busy players, Mudaya. I haven't seen too much of Mudaya in this game, really. And the pressure has been fully on. I think he's come up short. But he will be remembered as a real character in the cast that has come out to play for the Koosafa Beach Soccer 2023 Championship.
And also do make it a point that you follow Koosafa in all your social media platforms.
Looks to take it quickly. Mahota. Mudaya retrieves the ball easily. Just over 60 seconds remaining. Oh, crossbar. Siraj misses. Wasn't expecting it. Maybe that's why his finishing wasn't top notch there. But what a header that was from distance. And keeper Gonzalez Bila had no clue. No clue. Calls for a hand on Mudaya by Mahota. Mudaya is told to get up. A sheepish look at the officials to this near side. Figo. Karamash gets in there first. Into the last 30 seconds. Bila. Can they find one more moment here? The Mambas. Man, they'll be spitting poison. Saudi Arabia have had to take cover 6 times.
7-6-5. 4-3-2.
Naota plays that cleverly off Mudaya. And that will be the buzzer to bring an end to the second period. At Mozambique put a B for Boston and for masterful as they chase the W for win. And it is Coach Mavaya's team that holds all the aces heading into the third and final period. And some of those key moments, it was Figo, keeper makes a mistake that Ali Asafar. And then never too far is Figo. Made a nuisance of himself, and his hard work was rewarded with a easy tap in the end from close. Then there was this chance for Mahota as well. Great finish. The pass from Angela to Thomas not to be missed as well. And a nice little reverse as well from Novella, who was there, Captain Simite, as he always is in the right place. And most likely always applies the right finish. There was a chance for Naif Yakal to bring back matters at least to some sort of respectability. He did get a goal, a 20-year-old. Let's make it 6-1. The two keepers having a go at each other from points in this game had to tip that over. That looked dangerous. It was Hossam Kaman as well. Tested Bila, who we saw test Al Safar earlier. This was close. Let's come off the crossbar. Oh, more hand than crossbar. Great save there from Bila. And look at that. Boy, would they have paid top dollar to see that go in. It was not as easy as it looked. There was a bit of swerve on that ball in the end as well. It was Hossam Kaman looking for players in better positions. This was that attempted header off the crossbar. And then Siraj on hand. But yeah, just not switched on to finish as we're about to restart the third and final period. Look at that. Saudi Arabia in the first ever tournament at the Koosafa Beach Soccer Tournament competition, trailing by 5 goals in this third period in their first ever semi-final. Been a harsh lesson for them. They're up against a team that's been to several finals, 2022, 2021. Been right up there. Mozambique is one of the top sides on sand in the African continent. And I think all they have to do is just see this out, cleverly stick to the tactics and not do anything foolish. And they have the semi-final in their bag. As things stand, it's Mozambique versus Morocco. Well, Malawi and Saudi Arabia will play for the third and fourth place bronze medal. It is the side from the Middle East. We start from right to left as the sun begins just to slightly set. You see the shadows being cast as the sun setting on Saudi Arabia's gold medal hopes here. Beautiful work. Arthur Thomas, he's also been quite efficient. Quietly, so I know the likes of Simit and Figo would probably get the headlines, but I think Arthur Thomas has been key. Big shot then. Deft save from Horatio Tivane. Acrobatic attempt. Walid Olyamab, they just need a goal early on in this period just to get them believing that it is possible. Looks very unlikely, but the word impossible does have the word possible in it. Retake it. Oh, sauce. Too much sauce. That's acrobatic athleticism of note there from Horatio Tivane, showing that anything that Gonzalez Bila can do, he can do. There's only a year between them anyway for now, because Gonzalez Bila turns 24 tomorrow. That's a 7th. It is 7th heaven from the number 8 of Mozambique. I think they've been so good. Their tactics have been spot on, top notch. How they've just drawn in the Saudi Arabians and then hit them on the counter. By the way, Mahota scored a hat-trick here. He's got 3 goals. Guess who's there? Artur Thomas with another assist. I think he's got a hat-trick of assists as well as Thomas. What a great performance. Slow down Tivani. 9 goals, or 8 goals rather, in this game. Nowhere near the 15 we've seen, but still plenty of entertainment. Yeah, not Saudi Arabia dead and buried in the sand. Touch, Mudaya. In fact, it wasn't Mudaya. It was Mubarak Rasri, the captain. Plays for Al Tihami, teammate of Naif Yakal. Only one of 2 players from that particular representatives. But Al Nasir, player Al Asafar, and Ali Wal Salman Arashdi, he represents them. With Al Slima well represented in this team, national beach soccer team of Saudi Arabia. About 3 players. And Omar Karamesh, Walid Olyabi, and Aslam Saraj. There's Salman Asrashti about to come on. Karamash is on as well. So the last 9. Tivani barely been tested. I think he's at 1 or 2 saves been called in, but nothing near his goal post. And those shots have been wide from the likes of Karamesh. Ramzi Dagman's absence, real blow for them. I think he would have at least got 2 goals in this game. This is a very efficient finisher. Tivani.
Malawi is chilled and ready for the 3rd and 4th place. Morocco is chilled and ready for the finalists.
Mozambique, of course, as I mentioned, in 2022, just losing out to eventual winners Senegal. And in that tournament, they eased past South Africa 5-3 in the semis before meeting Tanzania again in the decider. This time running out 3-1 winners. He could not repeat the feat a year later, though, admittedly against a more formidable field. They lost the opening game to Continental big boys Senegal 5-4 before thumping Seychelles 12-2. Beating South Africa 8-4 thereafter. Edged by Egypt 2-1 in the semis and lost the bronze medal match 8-7 to Uganda. I remember Mozambique did host the CAF Beach South Africa Cup of Champs in 2022, where they finished 4th. Just missing out on bronze. This time pipped by Morocco. On the side that they will play tomorrow. They will want to avenge that defeat. 7.5 minutes. Chance for Siraj to angle one to the far post, but Tivani never called into action. Simite. Oh, Thomas. Leaves the ball behind. Yes, Siraj. As for some pace work from Al-Hamami. Not going to get there though. And you saw some of the Malawian players earlier there in the shot, because they lost out to Morocco. So watching on, probably now with the knowledge that they will take on Saudi Arabia in tomorrow's 3rd and 4th place playoff. These semi-finals so contrasting. The first one, Malawi leading 4-1, then eventually losing 9-6 in the 3rd and final period. While Mozambique have had control of this game from pretty much start to finish. 6 goals to the good compared to the man from the Middle East. Never in doubt.
Just under 7 minutes.
Tivani. Oh, took his eye off the ball there, Mahota. By the way, he's got a hat-trick. That's Helio Felipe Mahota. The 28-year-old midfielder plays for Volcano FC out in Mozambique. One of 3 players alongside Gerson Chivale, as well as Yuram Malate. I know he will probably take the man of the match, but I think I would give it to Angelo Arturo Thomas. Played well in defense, got some real defensive momentum for Mozambique, and then turned defense into attack with a couple of assists as well. He's done everything, barring scoring. Arturo Thomas. It looked like a foul. That's against Simite and KooraFlash. Manju Simite is a number of years ahead of man. He just fouled KooraFlash. 21 years of age is KooraFlash, and the Mozambican skipper Achille Sefo Simite, 35 years of age. A big age gap, and it's the youngster shushing the big man. That's why from KooraFlash. 5.5. Nice healer there, Simite. Oh, Mahota almost scoring a 4th.
And then the final, the main one will be at 3:30. The winner of this match versus Morocco.
Well, the last touch was off Saudi keeper Hossam Kaman.
Malawi at 2 o'clock tomorrow.
Mahota thinks about the shot. It's easy pickings there for the Saudi keeper. Are we done with the goal scoring here? We have known the result for quite some time now. It went out. Oh, gets in a clever position. Simite, keeper comes out. That was a foul. That was a foul. Keeper is about to get a yellow card. Mistimed it for Sam Kaman. Seen a fair few number of yellow cards in this game. Hossam, Namampe, Chavale and Manjate. All in the referee's book. Yeah, barged into Simite there. We've changed keepers, by the way. Wali's the man who's in. Simite to join Maota on the hat-trick stakes. That's two. There's the captain. Oh, that was not very convincing, I have to say, from Simite. Almost like Zidane. Oh, mistake. Is he in for the hat-trick? Nah, the pass was never on from Maota. Maybe thinking, I want the man of the match. Not you, skipper. You already wear the skipper's armband. Grab the headlines for myself. But it's been a collective effort, if you're being honest. How well that they've played. Here's a chance for Siraj. Dilly tallies. Chance anticipates. 3 players to come off the bench. 2 from Mozambique. 1 from Saudi Arabia. Walid Al-Yabi. He's in, replaces Karamash. While for Coach Mavai, it's Mahomane. Ooh, great skill there from Walid Al-Yabi. Toying almost with Simite, but he won't mind a shot. His team is comfortable like a man in a hammock on a beautiful beach somewhere. Could be South Beach, mind you. That's a foul. Ball picked up by Ahmed Ahlamami. Did he bang one in? Beche does, but nowhere close. Hey, that's Bella Nonvete. Siaboa Nonvete. One of South Africa's greatest strikers that they've ever produced. Oh, nice to see he's in attendance out at Amazulu Football Club. And passing on his considerable knowledge. Man who finished playing at the age of 40. The most fittest players ever.
And then it's going to be celebrations below.
2.5 minutes. Mubarak Al-Dosari's side, well and truly schooled here. I mentioned the first ever non-African side to make it to this prestigious event. And they've been good. They've been really good. The way they started the tournament, they show that a side that it's got real capability when put under pressure and into the spotlight. And they didn't start on the best of footings, 3-1 against Seychelles, but they brought it back. Got a great performance out of them on match day 2, as they put 5 past Malawi. And on moving day on match day 3, the last day of the group stages, they won 3-1 against host South Africa to dunk them out. That was enough to see them top Group A alongside Malawi. That's a foul on Naif Yakal. I'm not amused as Arthur Thomas. Naif Yakal, the only goal scorer in the semi-final for Saudi Arabia today. Naif Yakal. It's Yakal. Oof. Nowhere near. It's from a launch pad and into the sky. I think that pretty much encompasses their performance today. Off the mark, but Mozambique have been too hot two-hander. Jose Malate, he gets an 8 for Mozambique. That's the difference in class. They have been the best in class today of Mozambique. No doubts about it. Morocco put 9 past Malawi. Mozambique have put 8 past the Saudis. Wow. Great performance. Say that to Mavai side. Great performance. Morocco would have taken note. So clinical. Head and shoulders by far in terms of the most prolific in front of goal. They've scored 23 goals and counting in the tournament. Well, the team that they are going to be playing against tomorrow in the final have scored 18, that being Morocco. And I think what's been most improved has been their defense. It's 13 goals that they've scored. We've conceded. We have the Mambas, but today just only 1. Morocco conceded 6. Had to fight back. Minute and 20, ladies and gentlemen. Al-Yabi, here's a stoppage here, an injury to Salman Al-Rashdi. This looks serious here for Al-Rashdi. He took one to the sternum, it looks like. Unfortunate. Minute and 9 seconds. Not much left on this clock. Not much left of this semi-final too. Saudi Arabia's Gustavo Silva, the head coach, beaten by his former student in Seirat Mavai. Can be proud of his side's performances. I mean, in the top 25 teams in the world for a reason, Saudi Arabia. Stretch has been called for. Naif is also limping. This is the first time we've seen this stretcher being called on for a player in the duration of this tournament. It's not good at all then. It's more serious than initially feared. Seems like he may be up on his feet. Salam Ashrafti. So from bad to worse for Saudi Arabia. Because if they all lose key players, well, yeah, clutching his chest. I don't know what happened. And there was, in the meantime, magic from Malate. Oh, with a chocolate moment. That was sweet. Look at that, the way he just curved it into the net with his instep. Beautiful, beautiful. Now finishing that. Replacing the injured Salman Al-Rashdi. Is Mubarak Al-Dosri, the captain. You see out the last 62 seconds here. I think Maota will probably pick up man of the match.
Under 45 seconds. Under 40.
No, punished. Stivani there. Yeah. It'll be a free kick in favor of Saudi Arabia. That's needless there. That's switched off a little bit. The Rashio Tivani, 22 years of age, showing he's inexperienced a little bit there. To be taken, a Saudi player. And, Mubarak Al-Dasri. It's Al-Dasri low. Keeper Tivani does get a block to that. And hacked away for a corner.
Under 28 seconds. 28.4.
Pedantic match from the near side official. In a conversation with Walid Al-Miabi. By the way, the Saudis never far away, or not too shy at all from letting you know what they think.
22 seconds.
Having debates, frank debates with the officials, led by Khalid Modaya, usually. And you know what? Mozambique will get themselves into yet another Kosafa Championship final. This team has been so good. They saw off the Saudi Arabian side and promised to continue this shock and amazing entrance to this competition, but it wasn't to be. It's the old heads that keep their head and see off Saudi Arabia 8-1, 7 goals to the good. The only goal for Saudi Arabia, Naif Yakal. They really did miss Rahman. He really is a key player for them. Was not part of proceedings today, Ramzi Dakman. Man of the match to that man, Elipe Mahota, handed over by Toki, aka South Africa's #1 darling, Amanda Dlamini, former Banyana captain. Great performance here from Uran Jose Malate. And most importantly, Felipe Mahota, who picks up the man of the match performance. Goals by Simite Mahota Malate makes it a very sweet 8-1 to Mozambique. We will be back for the big final tomorrow. It is Mozambique taking on Morocco. Saudi Arabia will play Malawi in the 3rd and 4th place playoff.
They're going to face Morocco. Saudi Arabia will take on Malawi. Saudi Arabia will take on Malawi in the 3rd and the 4th place. Let's go. Congratulations to Mozambique. See you tomorrow. Congratulations.